What if I told you that right now, as we speak, an island is growing in the middle of the Pacific, not from tectonic plates shifting, but from rivers of fire pouring directly into the ocean? Picture this. A glowing orange river, over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, slowly carving its way through a blackened landscape. It moves like thick syrup, cracking and hissing as it advances. Trees burst into flame where it touches. Rocks melt. And at the end of its journey, where the land runs out, it meets the cold, relentless Pacific. Steam explodes hundreds of feet into the air. The sound is like a continuous thunderclap. And in that chaotic, beautiful moment, New Earth is born. This isn't a scene from a fantasy film. This is what happens regularly in Hawaii, where Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes on the planet, has been erupting for decades. But how does lava actually travel miles across the island? Why does it sometimes flow smoothly and other times shatter like glass? And what happens in those explosive meetings with the sea? Let's start at the source. Deep below the surface beneath Hawaii's lush forests and black sand beaches lies a hot spot, a plume of superheated rock rising from deep within the Earth's mantle. This isn't like most volcanoes, which form at tectonic plate boundaries. Hawaii sits in the middle of the Pacific plate, and the hot spot beneath it is like a blowtorch aimed at the crust. For millions of years, that blowtorch has been building the Hawaiian Islands one lava flow at a time. Kilauea is the youngest and most active of these volcanoes. Its summit crater, Haileyumaru, is considered the home of Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of fire. And when Pele stirs, the land changes. But lava doesn't just pour out of the summit and roll downhill. It travels through a hidden network of lava tubes, natural underground pipelines insulated by rock. These tubes allow lava to flow for miles without cooling down. You might see a smoking crack in the ground, and beneath it, a river of fire moving at walking speed. Sometimes the roof of a tube collapses, revealing the orange glow below. Other times, lava breaks through the sides, starting new surface flows that crawl across roads and through forests. The lava itself behaves in two distinct ways. You've got a rough, jagged flow that moves in a chaotic mass, tumbling and cracking as it goes. It sounds like breaking glass when you walk on it. Then there's pahoho, smooth, ropey, and fluid. It moves like thick syrup, folding over itself in glossy waves. The same lava can start as pahoho and turn into ara as it cools and loses gases. Watching the two types interact is like seeing the volcano decide its own texture. But the real spectacle begins when the lava reaches the coast. Imagine a cliff overlooking the ocean. A molten river pours over the edge, a lava fall glowing against the night sky. When that lava hits the water, things get explosive. Seawater flashes into steam, expanding 1,700 times its original volume in an instant. The force shatters the lava into tiny fragments, launching hot rock and ash into the air. This is what's known as literal explosion, and it's both dangerous and mesmerizing. At the same time, the lava is rapidly cooling. It congeals into black sand, fragments of volcanic glass that pile up on the ocean floor. Over days, weeks, sometimes months, that accumulation builds a new layer of land. Deltas form, black steaming platforms extending the coastline. But these new lands are unstable. Without warning, a lava delta can collapse into the sea, triggering more explosions and sending waves of boiling water along the shore. This is how Hawaii grows. This is how the Big Island gets bigger. Since 1983, Kilauea's East Rift Zone eruptions have added over 500 acres of new land to the island. You're literally watching a continent under construction, but it's not just about geology. It's about life. New lava landscapes seem barren at first, just acres of black rock under the sun. But slowly, life returns. Ferns sprout in cracks where rain collects. Insects arrive. Seeds carried by wind or birds find pockets of soil. In Hawaii, this process is called succession, the gradual return of living things to land born from fire. And for the Hawaiian people, these flows are deeply spiritual. They speak of Peel's power, both creative and destructive. She takes land and she gives it back in new form. Homes have been lost to lava, highways buried, but the culture adapts, respecting the process as part of life on a living island. Today, Kilauea continues to shape the land. Eruptions pause and restart. Lava tubes redirect. Coastlines advance and retreat. It's a reminder that the Earth is not a finished product. It's a work in progress. And in Hawaii, you can stand at the edge of that progress, feeling the heat on your skin, hearing the hiss of ocean meeting magma, watching the planet rebuild itself in real time. Have you ever witnessed a volcanic eruption or dreamed of visiting an active lava flow? Share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I read every one. And if you want more deep dives into Earth's natural wonders, subscribe to Wonder Explorer and join our community of curious minds.